Hey, vacationers, it's Eddie from Explorateria, and today we're going to be talking about the shows on the Carnival Mardi Gras. We went on the ship about a month ago, and we got to experience some of the shows. And I just want to talk to you guys about it and let you know kind of what they're like before your next trip. So follow along. So this was the first show that we walked in and saw. We weren't really sure what it was called. We had just finished dinner and we were walking back to our room and we saw there was a show going on. In all honesty, this cruise taught me that shows are not for everybody. Okay, they have their specific audience, I guess. Because honestly, personally, I didn't like any of the shows on the ship. They were all pretty much just hyped up karaoke, right? So they're singing songs, but they're just doing covers and they're wearing interesting costumes as it happens. I will say this, my daughter loved the shows. Like my 4-year-old, she could not get enough. She was sad when the first one ended and wanted to go back and get a front row seat for the next showing. And that's why I have so much footage of this first show, because we've seen it twice. But personally, I wasn't impressed with the shows at all. Honestly, the talent-wise, singing-wise, they were okay. There was one specific individual who played the female lead in some of the shows, and she was actually really amazing. She was great. Her voice was awesome. But everybody else was kind of just like so-so, wasn't really feeling them. And another thing, the shows didn't really have a storyline. They kind of did, but like this was the only one. This one on the screen right now is the only one that kind of had a story. It was supposed to be some kind of love story in Las Vegas or something like that. Other than that, like I said, it was all just them karaokeing, hits from throughout the decades. So apparently, this skydiving dude is supposed to crash in Vegas and then find the love of his life or something like that. I don't know. So if you want to go to the shows, you'll have to check the app to see what time they're at. But there's no way to reserve seating at these shows. So it's always first come, first serve. I noticed all the shows on the ship were like that. So make sure you give yourself enough time to get to the shows and get some good seats, or else there's going to be people in front of you. The acrobatics or whatever, the aerial stuff in the show was pretty cool. There was a decent amount of it. And like this guy in particular that's doing this glider thing right here, he was actually really talented. Like how he's hanging on right there with it was great. It was cool. He did a great job. Some of the other stuff was really cool too, like that pole that guy on the right there standing next to, that was actually like swings back and forth and they would get on top of that and swing. So it was kind of cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Look at that. Oh yeah, this right here. If you're going to bring your kid to a show, watch your kid. Don't let him try to run onto the stage like that. Like, what is that? Whose kid is that? And then apparently the mom was sitting right there and didn't run after her. I was like, what's going on? Look at how relieved this crew member is that the kid didn't get ran over in the show. Anyway, I was going to say the location of the show was strange, right? Like, this theater that they had on the side of the ship, like it's not a traditional theater, right? It's not a traditional like stage. It's like a stage like in the middle of the ship. And it's really weird. There's no like legit like theater seating or anything like that. There's just some tables and some chairs that they randomly move around, as you can see here. Or they just tell people don't walk around there. If you have to pee, hold it or something like that. And then there's the different levels that you can see the thing. But the seating was very limited, and it just seemed like a really weird location to have shows. They should have really did in the main theater. But yeah, and all in all, I would say not the greatest shows on the Carnival Mardi Gras. And if you can skip them, I'd say just go ahead and skip them. You're not really missing anything, and other cruise lines have way better shows if that's what you're booking for. And that's it. I'll put some more videos up here shortly about the food and the ports and stuff like that. Let you know how that was. But yeah, thanks for watching.